Hi everybody, sorry for the delay. I've changed rooms 3 times because we had a poor connection, so hopefully this will work. I'm a bit dishevelled. Welcome to Hypnotherapy Live. This is the first time I've done this, so please bear with me if there are any teething issues. The hypnotherapy session today is going to be on self-acceptance, which is a subject that I love. And we all need a little more self-acceptance, wouldn't you agree? Because I think that's where a lot of our comparisonitis comes from, and a lot of just the feelings of frustration come from a lack of self-acceptance. And, you know, we can't really love ourselves enough, can we? Do let me know if you can't hear me. Hi, Faith. If you can't hear me, please let me know. Please type a comment. If my mouth is moving but there's no sound, I'm testing out my new lavalier mic. So do let me know. So hypnotherapy is what I do. I love what I do. I particularly love the type of hypnotherapy that I do called rapid transformational therapy, because it's a bit like tough love. And it's very soothing and very empathetic, but it's also really designed to steer your mind in the direction of what is wanted rather than what is not wanted. So rather than talking therapy, RTT is really all about not really going over and over and over your stuff in the past, but more directing you towards what you want. So giving you positive suggestions, positive visualizations, and that's what we're going to do. So if you've got some headphones, grab them, get yourselves comfy. I'm going to talk for about 10 minutes just to get some other people on, just so they don't come in halfway through the hypnosis. But I wanted to, you can do this lying down, by the way, or you can do it seated. You just need to make sure you've got enough room to hold your arms out in front of you. So let's talk a little bit about the human mind, your mind. Your mind is made up of the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. And I'm sure there's other minds as well, but we're going to be talking predominantly in hypnosis, we're accessing the subconscious mind. So the conscious mind is the mind of willpower. It's your driving force, it's your determination, it's your conscious choice, okay? It's the rational part of you, and it's the part of you that helps you to make decisions. It's the logical thinking part. And in counselling, that tends to be the part of the brain that is functioning, that is doing the therapy, the conscious mind. The conscious mind is also the slowest part of the mind. It takes a lot of RAM, a lot of processing power. It kind of chugs away like an old engine. So it's not particularly the most efficient part of the brain, but we do need it, obviously, for making decisions and for just sort of turning up to places on time and organising stuff. But the conscious mind sort of runs out of fuel. That's why you start, it needs glucose to keep it going. So that's why you start the beginning of the day with lots of fresh cognitive fuel. And then as the day goes on, you run out of mental energy. And, you know, that's why you don't have as much mental energy in the evening, because it's a tank draining, because it takes so much energy for it to function. And the interesting thing about the conscious mind is that it can't actually multitask. So if you give it lots of things to do all at once, it gets very, very, very confused, and it leads to stress. Because it's the subconscious mind that's trying to process everything, and the subconscious mind only really deals with emotions and imagination. That's why if you do multitask, you need a lot of time for the subconscious mind to process everything. So your subconscious mind then is the part of you that imagines, and in hypnotherapy this is what we are most interested in, because the imagination is the most powerful part of you. You cannot distinguish between what is real and what is imagined, or your mind can't, okay? Your conscious mind can, but your subconscious mind like the computer program behind the interface, if you like, can't distinguish between what is real and what's imagined. And I'm going to show you how that is the case with some proof. So I want you to imagine that you are holding a lemon in your hand here. I've sliced that lemon in half for you. It's a great big Sicilian lemon. And you are going to take that lemon up to your mouth and you're going to bite into that lemon, really honk down onto that lemon, and you are going to really imagine what that flesh tastes like, really suck on it, really suck the juice out of that lemon, chew on it, feel the sensation. So really use your imagination. What might that taste like? And what you get is, for most people, you will have salivated, or you will have that kind of, you will be having a physical response to something that is imagined, right? So that just goes to show that your mind cannot distinguish the difference between what's real and what is imagined. You will have a physical response to something that is imagined. So it's like when you catastrophize, when you worry about stuff, your nervous system will feel that and it will tighten up, and everything will tighten up as a result of you imagining a stressful situation. So it is responsible for your emotions, your automatic habits and your imagination. I've said that. And it protects you from danger, real or imagined. So it's that protective part of you. It's the part of you that will actually sabotage you. So if you're catastrophizing or worrying about something, if you've got that on a loop, your subconscious mind will create lots and lots of nervous energy around doing the thing that you think you want to do. So you're in conflict. Your subconscious mind is trying to protect you from, say, public speaking, but your conscious mind is going, no, actually, we want to do this because we know it's going to be good for our growth. Sorry. But you're in this battle. So hypnosis brings you into alignment with yourself. So you feel much more at ease with doing something like public speaking, or going on a date, or speaking up in meetings, or having that difficult conversation with somebody, because it's taking the time to really use your imagination to see the desired outcome, to see the positive outcome, to see the outcome that you actually really want. So it's a bit of brainwashing, but good brainwashing. And the exciting thing about the subconscious mind is that it can't distinguish, it has no concept of time, because you're in your imagination all the time. So what have I written here? It doesn't know the difference between good or bad. It just goes with emotions. That's why people do crazy and irrational things, because they're just going with their own concepts. And it doesn't have a concept of time, and that is why creative people are often late, because they're just in the zone, in their imagination. So if you've got a creative friend that's always late, please forgive them. This is an interesting one. It's got no concept of past, present or future. Therefore, that's why songs trigger strong emotions, like you can feel the emotion like it was happening right there. So because songs, really they're very emotive, and if I hear a Debbie Gibson song, I am in my mum and dad's back garden, I'm sunbathing, and it's August and I've got a crush on this particular guy. It's crazy how it works. So that's a little bit about the mind there. When we go into hypnosis, we are slowing the brainwaves down. We're going into the alpha. We're going in between alpha and theta, actually. So right now, my brainwaves, your brainwaves, because you're listening, are in the beta. So I can't remember the actual cycles per second of electricity, but they're going fairly quickly. So what we're doing, we're going to relax you so your brainwaves start to slow down. And Alexandra, you're excited about this. Cool, I'm really glad. So now hypnosis is absolutely nothing to be frightened of, because the thing is, you are in and out of hypnosis all day, every day. whenever you daydream, whenever you're doing some work, when you're in the zone, or you're singing a song, or you're, even when you're having sex with somebody and you're like, in the throes of passion, you're in the zone. Your brainwaves are different to when you are organising something or when you're communicating with somebody. And it's so the alpha is a little bit faster than the theta brainwave. The theta brainwave is just before delta, and delta is sleep. So theta is a bit more deeper, a bit more relaxing, and you sort of go between alpha and theta when we're in hypnosis. And it's important to remember that you're always in control when you're under hypnosis. So it's like when you're driving, if any of you drive and you are going down a motorway, it might be a bit late at night and you're kind of in the zone, but in the same way that if a child ran out in front of you, you would react to it, you'd suddenly become conscious and you put the brakes on. So it's kind of like that, you're always in control. If you're under hypnosis and you need a wee or a poo, you're not going to wee yourself or poo yourself. You're going to know that you need a wee and you're going to be able to bring yourself out of hypnosis. Or if the fire alarm goes off and you need to exit the building, you're not going to get stuck in hypnosis, just to reassure you. And every person's experience of hypnotherapy is very different, depending on how you process information. Some people go super, super, super deep and they're straight into their feelings. Other people are a little bit more resistant to it, especially if you're a control freak and you like to be in control. But I always say to people, if you actually want to relax and you're not able to, then you're not really in control, are you? So, let go. It's important to be able to let go and to just go along with what I'm saying. Try not to fight it, because you're not going to be doing yourself any favours. If you want the healing, if you want the therapy, try not to resist it and hold on, but just go with it and deal with what emerges. So if you do feel a bit weird, that's absolutely fine. It's your subconscious mind is going, this is new, we're not sure about this. We're trying to protect you, so we might make you feel a bit queasy or we might make you feel a bit dizzy. That's okay. Deal with what emerges, breathe into it, breathe through it. I know that sometimes when I'm meditating, I can get a bit spinny, and that's just resistance to relaxing, that's all. So know that you're completely safe, and if some people like to have a good cry, that's fine. I see crying as like an emotional poo. It's got to come out. The emotion's got to go somewhere. Pardon me. So if you feel like crying, have a cry. It's absolutely fine. And keep crying, because it will stop eventually. What else do I need to say to you? If any of you have issues with visualizing, or you think you have issues with visualizing, I'm going to say to you that you probably don't. Because if I said to you now, don't think of a white house with a green lawn and a black cat, you'd probably be thinking about that, wouldn't you? Or if I said to you, where are the toilet rolls in your local supermarket? You'd be able to see them there on the shelf, wouldn't you? Or in my case, where's the chocolate in your local supermarket? So you do visualize, and your mind translates words into pictures and pictures into words, and it communicates in words and pictures and feelings. So we should be good to go. Yeah, there's another little note here. Words always cause you to visualize. You just have to watch an advert and only the flakiest, crumbliest milk chocolate, and you can, you get that sensation of, I've got chocolate on the brain today, haven't I? Yeah, next time you're watching some adverts, listen to the words that they're saying, and then you will be watching yourself and observing yourself making your own pictures. up in your own mind. It's like when you listen to an audio book, you know, you create the scene in the bar yourself, or the scene in the house, don't you? So, all right, we're going to get to it now. Now, to get into hypnosis, all you're going to do is this. This is a rehearsal, so we're not going in yet, but you are going to roll your eyes up like this to a real or imagined spot, or get the sensation of trying to look behind your own eyebrows, yeah? And you get that fluttering. That fluttering is the alpha brainwaves coming upon you. So go ahead, those of you that are watching, just try that for me. Good. And then release. Okay, so you might want to get yourself comfortable. So getting yourself comfortable, we will begin. So you don't need to be looking at this, obviously. Okay, so rolling your eyeballs up now, rolling your eyes up, looking at that real or imagined spot high above you. Breathe in and breathe out. And just get that slight straining sensation around the muscles in your eyes as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And one last time now, breathing in. And on the next exhalation, closing your eyelids right down. Just close your eyelids right down without hesitating. Just intending now to become more and more relaxed, and already, as your eyelids just shut down, all the muscles and nerves in and around your eyes are becoming heavy, droopy and drowsy. And your eyelids are already beginning to feel as if they have been glued shut, sealed shut, locked together, not wanting to open. So just forget all about your eyes. And already all your cares and tensions are just fading away. You're relaxing more with each sound that you hear, with each easy breath you take. Your eyes are just feeling heavier and heavier. So just allow this drifting, floating feeling to develop in your body now. And every sound that you hear around you allows you to go deeper and deeper and deeper. You are surrendering to the sound of my voice. And you're not trying to make anything happen. You are just allowing that drifting, floating feeling to develop in you with every breath you take. And now, in your own time and in your own way, just feel yourself floating down, drifting down, traveling down. Because time is completely insignificant now. So don't try to make anything happen as that drifting, floating feeling continues within you. And you can see perfectly well with your eyes closed. So just picture these 10 steps going down in front of you. And you might want to drop your chin as if you are looking out of an upper window or down a flight of stairs. And as I count back from 10 to 1, you'll see yourself and feel yourself treading each step. And it might help you to imagine or see or feel your feet treading each step. So right now you are looking down. Feel that looking down sensation as you take step 10. As each muscle and every nerve grows loose, limp and lazy. You're taking step 9 now as a wave of relaxation washes over you. And you are going deeper into a very different kind of sleep. Much more beneficial than the kind of sleep you take at night time. You're taking step 8 now, and you can see your feet treading each step. As you move down, drift down, travel down to an even deeper level. You're taking step 7 now, going deeper with every number I count. Your level of response is doubling, intensifying. You are going twice as deep as you were moments ago. And now you are taking step 6 more deeply, more peacefully relaxed, with every single sound that you hear around you. Each sound around you is flowing through you, relaxing you more and more. And you are going deeper into an awareness of yourself. You're taking step 5 now, going deeper with every heartbeat. You're taking step 4 now as each muscle and every nerve just turns loose and lets loose. And you go deeper. You're taking step 3 now as you gently, calmly, easily move on over to an even deeper level. You're taking step 2 now, drifting way down deep. And now you are taking that final step, step 1. Just go deeper, sink deeper, drift deeper, and just continue to allow that drifting, floating feeling to develop in you. You're going deeper, and as you go deeper, you're aware that you're not aware. And as you go deeper, you're listening, but you're not listening. You're concentrating with your subconscious mind, and your conscious mind is free to drift further and further away. You are going to a level where you can communicate with your subconscious mind. And your conscious mind just drifts away and floats from thought to thought. And you can allow yourself to go deeper still, just letting your body remain still the best way you can. Just allow your body to remain perfectly still. And hypnosis has got nothing to do with being asleep. Hypnosis is to do with being in that extraordinarily suggestible state of mind where you can receive powerful, wonderful, beautiful, therapeutic suggestions under hypnosis. And I'm going to prove to you now how amazingly, incredibly suggestible you are. So I want you now to hold your arms out in front of you with your palms facing. So hold your arms out in front of you now with your palms facing. And in a moment after 3, you're going to imagine that you've got magnets tied to the palms of your hands, and those magnets are going to draw the palms of your hands together absolutely irresistibly. So after 3, 1, 2, and 3, I want you now to feel the force, the pull, the current moving and pulling your arms together irresistibly. The pull is becoming more and more and more irresistible as your arms pull in. You are being pulled deeper and deeper into hypnosis. With every second that passes, that pull is becoming more forceful and more irresistible. And the harder you try to resist, the more they pull together until your fingertips touch. And when your fingertips touch, you will go deeper into hypnosis. So just completely surrendering now whether your arms have touched or whether they are still pulling together. You are being pulled deeper and deeper into hypnosis. You are so powerful. Just telling your subconscious mind about the magnets and the irresistible urge to move your palms together. And as soon as your fingertips touch, just let your arms flop down into your lap and just go deeper. You are going 50 times deeper, 100 times deeper, and your eyes are feeling as if they have been glued shut, sealed shut, locked together now, so much so that if you tried to open your eyes, you would find that you just could not, would not want to open your eyes. So go ahead, try to open your eyes, just go deeper and sink deeper. So right now you've proved to yourself how extraordinarily suggestible you are. because you've got your mind to believe silly beliefs like magnets in the palms of your hand. So just imagine now how powerful these positive suggestions are going to be that I'm about to give you. And part of being in hypnosis is just responding to these positive suggestions, is just accepting them. So as you go deeper, you let go of the feeling that you are fundamentally flawed, that you are somehow not right in the body or mind that you've got, because this is not the truth and has never been the truth. So let go now of any feelings of fear that you might fail, because the truth is there is no failure, there is only feedback. Let go now as I click my fingers that you are not enough, because the truth is you are enough. You have always been enough, and you always will be more than enough. In fact, sometimes you don't know how enough you actually are. I want you to know that you are so important to the universe, to life, to nature, that without you, life would simply cease to exist, because you are part of the whole. So I want you now to cultivate, to feel this beautiful, deep feeling of being at home with who you are. With all of your perceived misgivings, just be at home with all of your imperfections right now. Because you know and you absolutely believe from this moment forward that nobody is perfect. We are not meant to be perfect. We are meant to be imperfect. We are meant to be flawed. It's part of our evolution. If we were not in some way flawed, then we would never evolve as a species, and you know this to be true. Life and the universe needs us and requires us to be flawed so that life can evolve. And you love being flawed. It thrills you and delights you to know that it's absolutely okay to be imperfect. And in this imperfection, you are absolutely perfect. Knowing this thrills you and delights you to let go now of this inner critical voice and the inner judgmental voice, and instead you praise yourself like you would praise a small child for everything you've done, for everything that you're doing, and for everything that you've not yet achieved. You praise yourself for getting through the day, for waking up in the morning, for being the person that you are, for the career that you have, for the life that you have, for everything that you have, for the friends that you've made, for how much service you've been to others. And you praise yourself just for your very existence. And you understand and fully accept that being in the present moment is the only place where you can truly experience absolute self-acceptance and freedom. This is the only place right now that you can truly see the nature of reality. Because when you are worrying about the past or worrying about the future, you are missing your true nature. You are missing what's right here, right now. There is nowhere else to be. The most important part of your life is not ahead of you or behind you. It's right here, right now. And you become accustomed to the feeling that this moment right now is the only moment that matters. It is your most greatest desire to accept yourself exactly as you are, without any wishes of how you should or shouldn't be, or how you want others to see you. You create a sense from within that you are loved, that you are loved simply as you are, without any identities or personas or masks or money or skill set or family status or anything external. You create a sense of belonging to life. You belong to the universe. You belong to nature. You belong to all that is. The universe supports you in every way. You are innately good. You are innately brilliant. You are innately wise. And you practice this knowing every minute of every day by simply connecting to your breath, by taking a few moments every day in between tasks to focus on your breath. It reminds you that you belong to life and life loves you, that without you life wouldn't be the same. You breathe, you do this at regular intervals through the day as recommended by all of the great teachers. When you love and accept yourself as you are authentic. You have cognitive resonance and the universe can hear you and can see you much more clearly. And more importantly, you can trust yourself in everything that you say and everything that you do. And you practice self-acceptance like you would practice a sport or a hobby. You practice it with diligence like a good student because you love yourself and you value who you are. You see the value in spending time at this practice. You practice it for yourself and you practice self-acceptance for all of those people around you who love you and who you love. You practice self-acceptance to become a more peaceful person to be around. And as you practice self-acceptance, other people follow your example and ask you, why are you so happy and fulfilled? And you tell them. You say it's because I accept myself exactly the way that I am. Of course, you will always be working towards new goals and new desires. But you do so from a place of self-acceptance and not because you're running away from a part of you that you despise. You work towards your goals because you know you deserve them, and you work towards them with kindness and compassion for yourself. With love and acceptance comes the ability to forgive yourself and the ability to recognize and learn from your mistakes so that you can grow. You no longer feel the dissatisfaction of the thinking that you want to be different because there is nothing for you to do differently apart from love yourself and give yourself what you need a little more of. You are whole and there is nothing missing. You know deep down in your heart that you are enough exactly the way that you are. Even though you might want to change certain things, you are comfortable with your body and your mind. You link pleasure to practicing self-acceptance, and you link pain to avoiding the practice of self-acceptance. You make the practice of self-love and self-acceptance and self-care familiar to you, so much so that it becomes second nature from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep. You look for ways to praise yourself, to like yourself, to love yourself. And you create these healthy and happy habits because you know you deserve them. And in order to connect with your inner world, you love slowing down. You slow down. You slow down your walking. You slow down your thinking. You slow down your speaking. You slow your eating, and any task that you are doing, you slow it down. It's now been proven that the slower you go, the more you can get done, because you get to engage with your tasks more thoroughly. And you don't need to backtrack to rectify your mistakes, and you slow your nervous system down. Your adrenals repair and are able to repair themselves. And you find that you have more energy, and the pace of your life slows to a rhythm that fully supports your mind, your body and your nervous system. And you are now moving towards greater and greater levels of self-love and self-acceptance. And every day you become more aware of the full, powerful impression these concepts are having on you. And my words go with you, and you love these words, and you do this recording regularly, maybe even every day. And these concepts are replacing old beliefs with new powerful beliefs that are remaining embedded in you, having a powerful, permanent, all-pervasive impact on you. And now as you start to feel more awake, more embodied, you are bringing into your awareness a feeling of self-acceptance and self-love. You are starting to feel more and more awake now, wiggling fingers and toes, as you begin to feel joyful, calm, confident, and really, really loving of yourself. And as I count back now from 5 to 1, you will open your eyes. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just open your eyes. Take a nice breath in. And now you can go into the next logical part of your day. So the next part of your day, whether that's going for a wee, whether that's having a shower, whether that's brushing your teeth, cooking some food, cuddling a loved one, or getting ready to go out. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you've got any questions, please do let me know. Perhaps you'd like to comment if you have tried this the whole way through. Perhaps you'd like to comment and let me know what it was like for you, because it makes a whole load of difference to me. I will know what to bring you in future. If you don't like it, we won't do any more. That's fine. If you do like it, if you love it, let me know. And also let me know if there's any other subjects that you want to cover. So today was self-acceptance. Maybe you want to cover sleep. Maybe you want to cover libido. Maybe you want to cover relationships. Maybe you want to cover, I don't know, public speaking. Let me know what you want to cover. So these sessions are for you. I hope you've enjoyed that. And if you're watching the replay, do leave a comment. That's all for now. Have a great evening, day, or whatever. Bye.